Okay, it's Dr. Dunn. We're going to go over the models for the thoracic cavity. First thing you can see here is the lungs. We're going to take these out so you can see here again. As we take out the left lung, you can see where the two lobes are. You can see the cardiac notch right here. Okay, and of course the lingula, not a very good representation of that. And then we have the right lung. We take that off. Again, you can see now the three separate lobes and the appropriate fissures. Okay, transverse and oblique fissures here. And then, of course, we can see the heart. Take the heart out of here. And we can see, if we open this up, you can see the internal parts of the heart. Again, you can see here the different valves. And then you can also see the chordae tendineae. You can see the large muscle structure down here in the bottom, the different chambers. So this would be, of course, the right atrium, the right ventricle, and the left atrium and the left ventricle. Now remember one thing when we're talking about the heart, remember we only had the brachiocephalic artery on one particular side, which was the right side, but here we have the brachiocephalic veins on both sides. So there's a brachiocephalic vein on both sides. Looking deeper into the thoracic cavity, we can see the trachea here and the bronchial divisions. Of course, we have the center right here where the primary bronchi divide. We have the carina right here. And then as we go a little bit deeper through the mediastinum, you can see the esophagus right here. And of course, you can see the descending aorta over here. Okay, and then of course, separating out the thoracic cavity with the abdominal cavity down here, you can see the diaphragm. Okay, the other thing that we want to do is switch over to here, because now you can see we've got the lungs removed and the heart removed. And a few things we want to point out are the posterior intercostal arteries and veins. You can see those here represented in blue and red. And then the other thing that we talked about in class, if you remember, was the only one side azygous vein as we come down here in the thoracic cavity. Okay. Oh, yes, one other thing that we want to talk about and get in here a little bit closer. Remember that we talked about the lymph system and how it drains into the subclavian veins. So here you have your subclavian, right and left subclavian veins. And remember that on the right side, which only drains 1/4 of the body, we have the right lymphatic duct, which we have right here represented in green. And then on the other side, remember this is not the left lymphatic duct, but we call it the thoracic duct because it drains 3/4 now of the body, including the entire thoracic cavity.